Good morning, students. Design and analysis of algorithm, greedy and dynamic programming algorithm strategy. First important question is characteristics of greedy method. This is an important questions previous year asked in exam. What are the characteristics of greedy method? First characteristics is greedy choice property. By this property, a globally optimal solution can be arrived at by making a locally optimal choice. First important characteristics is greedy choice property. By this property, a globally optimal solution can be arrived at by making a locally optimal choice. That means for handling the solution to the problem. First characteristics of greedy method is greedy choice property. In this greedy choice property, by this property, a globally optimal solution, any globally optimal solution can be arrived at by making a locally optimal choice. Greedy choice properties, any choice property, globally optimal solution can be arrived at by making a locally optimal choice. That means for finding the solution to the problem. That means for finding the solution to the problem. Next, second property is optimal substructure. Next important characteristics of greedy method is optimal substructure. A problem has optimal substructure if the best next choice always leads to the optimal solution. What do you mean by optimal substructure? A problem has optimal substructure if the best next choice always leads to the optimal solution. This is the second characteristics. This is the second characteristics. Next characteristics. Next characteristics. In this optimal substructure, there are different solutions for optimal substructure. First is feasible solution. This is also characteristics of greedy method. Optimal solution and objective function and objective function. Last characteristics, it maximize the resources. It maximize the resources in a given time constraint. It maximize the resources in a given time constraint, that is condition. In this, we divide the main problem into sub-problems and solve each of them recursively. In this, we divide the main problem into sub-solution. In this, we divide the main problem into sub-solution and solve each of them recursively. These all are the characteristics of greedy method. Characteristics of the greedy method. This is important for exam point of view. Exam asks this question: what are the characteristics of greedy method? First is greedy choice property. Second point is optimal substructure. In this optimal substructure, there are points are feasible solution, optimal solution, and objective function. And next point is greedy strategy. Next point is it maximize the resources in a given time. It maximize the resources in a given time constraint. In this, we divide the main problem into sub-problems and solve each of them recursively. These all are the characteristics of greedy method. Exam, this question is asked, what are the general characteristics of greedy strategy? First is greedy choice property and second is optimal solution. Next point, greedy strategy. In this greedy strategy, we will learn principle, control abstraction, time analysis of control abstraction. Next important question is write an algorithm for knapsack problem using greedy strategy. Write an algorithm for knapsack problem. Write algorithm for knapsack problem using greedy strategy. This question is also asked in previous exam. First point, algorithm knapsack underscore greedy w comma n w comma n algorithm knapsack underscore greedy w comma n. Here p of I contains the properties of I items such that I is in between 1 and n, and wi contains weights of I items and xi contains is the solution vector, and w is the total size of knapsack. For I is equal to 1 to n. Here to use do. Pi contains properties of atoms such that I is between 1 to n. Wi contains weights of I atoms. Xi is the solution vector and W is the total size of knapsack. For I is to 1 to n do. If Wi is less than Wi means weights of items is less than total size of knapsack, then capacity of knapsack, this is a capacity of knapsack is a constant, that is a condition. Next, we have to take xi s2 is equal to 1.0. Capital W is equal to W minus Wi. W is the total size of knapsack. This is the basic Wi. W is equal to W minus Wi. This is the basic operation of selection. This is the basic operation of selecting xi lies within for loop. Therefore, time complexity is big of n. Curly bracket complete. If I is less than equal to n, then xi is equal to w upon w of I. W upon w of I. Curly bracket complete. W of I is the weights of items. W of I is the weights of items. The algorithm for knapsack problem using greedy strategy. First question, what are the characteristics of greedy method? And second question is algorithm for knapsack problem. Both questions are important. The question is also important. Difference between dynamic programming and greedy programming. Difference between dynamic programming and greedy programming or greedy approach. This question is also asked in previous exam many times. Hence, this is also important for exam point of view. Difference between greedy method and dynamic programming. What are the difference? Compare greedy approach and dynamic program. Previous year, this difference is asked in 6 marks. First point in first column is dynamic programming and the second column is greedy approach. First point in dynamic program. There is no set of feasible solutions. There is no set of feasible solutions. There is no set of feasible solutions. And greedy, there is a set of feasible solutions. It guarantee it guarantees optimal solutions, and in greedy, it does not guarantee an optimal solution. Some problems overlap, and greedy subproblems do not overlap. It does more work. It does little work. Consider the future choices, and it does not only consider the current choices. There is no specialized set of feasible solutions choices, and greedy construct the solution from a set of feasible solutions. Select choice which is globally optimum, and greedy select choice which is locally optimum. Imply memorization. There is no concept of memorization. This is the difference between dynamic programming and greedy approach. This difference is asked in exam. Thank you.